Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Here's 2nd and 10.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Broncos 0. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Broncos nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Play action. It's Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Running right, here's Achane. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Devon Achane, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0.
Chargers 21, Broncos nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Mims in motion right. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often. Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. 20.
He's got the first down and then some.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jaleel McLaughlin.
50 yards.
And the Broncos get a bit closer. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off, and we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Let's go now.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Mims in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Herbert.
And the Chargers first down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, he's going to have the first down and then more. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Broncos 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Broncos 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jose Borregales set to kick off.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
The third quarter begins with a run by Achane.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right.
Throw caught by Achane.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A give, running right, Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10 and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 68 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Gets through and now an opening. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And quickly they get to the line. Play action. It's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff coming left is Spiller. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Herbert off of play action. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Achane.
Touchdown, Chargers. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
43, Broncos 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
18 Cardinal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Borregales now on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They'll run here with Spiller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here, and the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And now off to the races down the right side. He's on his way, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. From 19 yards away. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Broncos 29.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point. And I think the ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On first down, Justin Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and 2, Herbert rolling to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go. Achane. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the turnover, here's Herbert rolling to his left. It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
29.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And now here is another interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Kappa.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, 49 yards. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Broncos 29.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A carry from McLaughlin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.